Hey everybody, today we're going to try something neat and new for me, and that's a British 24-hour Sikh/Hindu ration pack. This was sent to me by my buddy Oldsmokey, and I've been holding on to it for about 2 months, and since it's a 24-hour ration, it's kind of hard to review on your own, so today I've got Shocker Jr. here to help me out. And she will be trying this stuff really for the first time. I'm not sure how many of these are made every year or what the actual Sikh Hindu diet is, because it varies based on their personal beliefs. And so some of them are vegetarian, some are not. This, of course, is a vegetarian meal. These come in a simple bag. It's not heat sealed. It just, and I broke the handle on this, it's just a simple bag with a Ziploc on it. So we're going to open it up and see what all we have inside. Now the one good thing is it comes with a menu list, so we can see what all is in it before we even bother opening it and pulling things out. And of course we don't get to do the feedback prize drawing. But let's take a look and see what we get. First off, we have our cherry boiled sweets. We have a hot chocolate flavored drink, type orange. A pack of tissues. We have a cola flavored drink, which are not that good in my opinion. We have Tutti Frutti. We have a apple sports drink, a sesame bar. We have a tube of squidge, which is basically Nutella. A can of salted peanuts. We have our Beyond the Beaten Track ginger oatmeal biscuits. We have our brew kit, of course. We have our vegetable and chickpea biryani, or biryani. Moroccan style bean stew. Chocolate pudding and chocolate sauce. We have our natural muesli with milk for breakfast. Our fruit explosion, which has the yellow top, which means it is apple, mango, banana. And last we have our beverage powder, type orange, and a bottle of hot diggity dog sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and separate these out into meals, and we'll start with breakfast. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. One thing I forgot to do was open up our brew kit. So let's take a look at what we've got inside of that. We have, of course, our ORP spoon. We have sugar, creamer, another creamer. We have our mint flavored chewing gum, another creamer, 2 moist towelettes, a bag of Typhoo tea, some Nescafe Original coffee. Oops. We have a bag of English breakfast tea, 2 more sugars, another sugar, some Dewey Egbert's instant coffee, 6 water purification tablets, We have 5 windproof and waterproof matches and another creamer. So let's get all this out of the way, and we're going to go ahead and prepare breakfast, which I've set aside as being our muesli with milk. And this calls for 100 mils of water. And we're going to have our hot chocolate, our orange powdered drink, and our sesame bar. So my helper here is going to go ahead and help me make the coffee, which we're going to go ahead and go with the Nescafe Original. And we're not going to use our kukri this time. This time we're going to use our Spanish FR7 bayonet to cut everything open with, because, well, if you're not using a gaudy knife to do everything with, then you're not doing it right. So let's add our coffee. Let's get a creamer in there. And let's put a sugar in. Okay. And okay, had a minor difficulty. So we're gonna make our coffee. So then we're gonna so next we're gonna do our hot chocolate type orange. And let's go ahead and get that cut open. And this is probably my least favorite of any of the cocos. So we're going to still mix it up anyway. And so we're going to stir that up. Get your spoon there, go ahead. And while she's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and open our muesli with milk, and which calls for 100 mils of water. And I'll get that opened up. And get it mixed up. And this just looks like oatmeal. So let's go ahead and get this mixed up so it can set for a minute. I think that might not be enough. I'm going to use my Australian CR1M spoon because, well, they're just awesome. Add a little bit more water to this. All right, we'll let that set to steep for a minute. Next, we're going to do our orange drink. While we're waiting on that, and this calls for 375 mils. All right, let's get that mixed up. All right. So we've got, so far, and then we've of course got our sesame bar. Now what they would eat for breakfast, or what I'm just pulling out for each meal, is just my guess is what I would eat. So with this we get 3, it looks like sesame bars that are kind of stuck together into one. So we're just going to eat it as one. Wow. All right. So I'm guessing our muesli has had a chance to rehydrate now. I'll just dump that out. Probably a little too much water with that. And what this has in it is rolled oats, skimmed milk powder, pumpkin seeds, brown sugar, rye flakes, whey powder, and potassium sorbate. So, all right, let's get these a try. The muesli looks kind of weird because of the pumpkin seeds in it, but pumpkin seeds are really good. So I'm going to give it the first taste here. Whoa, there we go. Just looks like oats with pumpkin seeds in it. That's actually really good. It's kind of bland. Maybe we can, we're going to add a sugar packet to it just to give it a little sweetness, but it's basically just oatmeal with some seeds. All right, let's give that a try with some sugar in it. And you're not an oatmeal eater, are you?
No, but I'll eat. Yes, I'll eat it.
All right, well, we're going to find out. Yeah, that definitely does make it a lot better. You'll definitely want to add a packet of sugar. All right, Junior, give it a try and tell me what you think.
It's really good.
All right, well, she likes it, so that's good. Let's try our sesame seed bar. That thing is hard as a brick. I was warned by another MRE Info member that these could break a tooth, and he was not exaggerating on that.
Kind of like a corn pop bar.
That is really tasty. It's obviously got, you can see it's shiny. It's got probably corn syrup or something of that nature. It's kind of slightly sticky. It's basically just a sesame seed bar, but this is fantastic. Your thoughts?
Like it. It's like really good.
Okay, outstanding. Let's try the cocoa next. Again, this isn't by any stretch my favorite. Actually, this one's not bad. Not as much water added to it. You can give it a try.
And it just, ew. I just don't care for it.
Okay, well, she doesn't care for it. Next, of course, we're going to try the coffee, which should be just fine. Yep, it's just a standard Nescafe coffee. Nothing really exceptional about it. We'll try the orange drink. Now, this is kind of odd because unlike the U.S. orange drink that would be a neon orange, this is actually looks like more of an orange juice. Wow, that is fantastic. That tastes exactly like orange juice. I would definitely recommend that one.
Ooh, tastes really good.
Okay, well, there you have it. The orange juice, the orange drink, absolutely excellent. The coffee, of course, is standard. The cocoa, not a huge fan of. The sesame bar, absolutely fantastic, and the muesli, fantastic. So we're going to finish eating this up and then we'll load up for lunch. Okay, next up is we just pulled out for lunch. We have a cola flavored drink powder. We have our Moroccan style bean stew, which is a spiced tomato stew with cannellini beans and chickpeas. We have our fruit explosion. We're going to use our squidge with our ginger crisps. We got our peanuts that we can snack on between lunch and dinner. And we have a bag of tea. So let's get our drinks mixed up first, which we're going to start with our cola flavored beverage. And my helper is going to go ahead and mix that up. Now, by the way, these do have tear notches, but why would we use tear notches when we can use a ridiculously inappropriate item to cut them open with? So this, I've had this a few times. It's just not, it tastes like a flat Coke or more of an RC cola. So get that mixed up. Then we're going to do our tea.
Pepsi. Smells like Pepsi.
But let's get our tea bag here. All right. Okay, while she's taking care of our cup of tea, we will set that over here. All right. Next up, we're going to go ahead and open our salted peanuts, which are going to be, again, just a can of regular salted peanuts. Let's check out our, it says stem ginger oat biscuits.
Ginger snaps.
So we'll see what they're like. We get 5 of those. Our fruit explosion, which to me about the consistency of baby food, but actually pretty tasty.
Cocoa squeezes.
Okay, get a little bit of squidge. We'll wait on the squidge. Let's get our Moroccan style bean stew on the plate. That looks like a pretty good portion. That's 300 grams. Right off the bat, that smells fantastic. Let me see what we've got in it. Water, tomato puree, onion, lentils, salt, split peas, lemon juice, olive oil, coriander, which you can really smell the coriander, garlic, ginger, cumin, crushed red chili. It's just got some fantastic spices in it. So we're going to give that a try first. Again, as a vegetarian meal, this looks like it would be pretty hearty. It's just beans in a tomato sauce. So let's give it a try. Oh, wow. That is fantastic. The flavors in it. You can just, I said, you can taste the coriander. You can taste the cumin. It's just, that's absolutely fantastic. You want to give it a try and see what you think?
Yeah. It's really good. Spicy.
It does have a lot of, it is a flavor explosion. There's no kidding there. Let's try our fruit puree, which again, I usually equate to being baby food. Oh, that one's delicious. Wow, and that was the apple, mango, banana.
I don't like that.
You don't like that? That's actually pretty tasty.
Ew, it's gross.
Yeah, that's a really good flavor. Peanuts. Yep. Just a regular old salted peanuts. Let's get a drink. I'm going to let her try the cola beverage since I've had it a few times.
Ew. It's like flat. It's just ew. It doesn't taste right.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a...
It tastes like the syrup from a slushy kind of.
Yeah, there's just nothing good about those. I mean, I don't know why who would think that's good. We'll try our tea. I can't really describe other than just a flat cola is what that cola drink tastes like. The tea is not too strong. It's just your average tea. Let's try the ginger biscuits. They honestly just taste like maybe an oat cookie cross between that and a sugar cookie. I'm not really picking up any ginger out of it.
Kind of get it at the end.
Yeah, at the end you kind of do get a little bit of it. Now let's try it with a little bit of squidge on it. Again, she's telling me no on the squidge. She likes Nutella, but for some reason doesn't like squidge. Oh, I definitely can tell the ginger on the back side of that. All right, let's try it with the squidge. That definitely makes a huge flavor difference. Not really sure that the squidge is supposed to go on it, but there's nothing else for it to go on. So we're going to go ahead and finish this up, and we'll come back again. Okay, we're back with dinner. For dinner, we're going to use the apple energy drink, the Tutti Frutti, our chocolate pudding and chocolate sauce. We'll taste our boiled sweets and our vegetable and chickpea biryani. And we're going to try out the hot diggity dog sauce, which is some pretty spicy stuff. It's actually, I think, I checked on it, it's about 10 times the power of Tabasco that comes in US MREs. So first, Shulker Jr. is going to mix up our drinks. So let's see, we'll start with our apple drink. And this calls for 500 mils. All right. While she's mixing that, we'll go ahead and we'll get our Tutti Frutti poured. And this is actually probably my favorite, but that orange from the breakfast was delicious. So we'll see which I can decide which tastes better. All right. Next up, we're going to take our chocolate pudding and chocolate sauce and dump it onto the plate. This is a 200-gram packet of it. Now it looks like a kind of a brownie with chocolate sauce on it.
Reminds me of undercooked cake batter.
All right. And then we'll get our vegetable and chickpea biryani. Oh, that looks delicious. And what we have in it just says it's a brown basmati and wild rice with mixed vegetables and an aromatic biryani sauce. Ingredients: water, tomatoes, chickpeas, rice, mushrooms, carrots, coconut milk, peas, green beans, peppers, tomato puree. So it's got a lot of really interesting stuff. And we're going to go ahead and get the hot diggity dog sauce just for the sheer fun of opening it. I don't believe we'll actually even need any seasoning, but we'll have it anyway. All right, first let's try our vegetable biryani. I'm not a big fan of mushrooms, so pardon me for actually going around the mushrooms. Right off the bat, we have, sorry about that, we have beans, rice, carrots, peas. Smells fantastic. That is absolutely spiced beautifully. It's I mean, this is amazing. Why U.S. rations don't come with menus like this, I don't know. This really, if you've ever eaten Indian food, definitely stands out as exceptional. It's not bland. It's flavored fantastic. Everything is cooked right. The rice is perfect. The chickpeas are perfect. I have zero complaints with this. That's probably one of the best ration mains I've ever had. Give it a try.
Mm-hmm. It's really good. Tastes good.
Yeah, that is absolutely fantastic right there. So let's give this chocolate pudding with chocolate sauce a try. It looks like basically a brownie to me. So that is absolutely fantastic. Not what I was expecting. The chocolate sauce tastes like a hot fudge, and the cake is light and it's moist. It's perfectly sweet. That is delicious. Yeah. That's probably one of the better desserts I've ever had.
Ooh. It's really good.
Okay.
It tastes like, like the ones you get at like restaurants, like the chocolate sauce.
Like the molten chocolate
Yeah.
cake? Okay, well. All right, let's try our apple drink. Yeah, that just tastes like it tastes like apple juice, but not 100% like apple juice.
Eee. It doesn't taste like apple juice at all.
Yeah, that's going to be right out of the running for
It's an artificial green apple.
artificial green apple. There you go. But the Tutti Frutti, we'll try that. Like I said, this is one of my favorites. Yeah, that's just kind of, I can't explain the flavor. It's really sweet. Kind of tastes almost coconutty with
Ooh, I don't like that at all.
oranges, mangoes. I don't know. It's just a wonderful flavor. So since we got it out, we're going to try a little bit of the hot diggity sauce on this. So let's make sure I have no mushrooms in this, and we'll add a little bit of our hot diggity sauce. That really doesn't add any great flavor to it. It definitely adds a spice. Although the hot diggity sauce is good, it really isn't needed in this. Next up, we'll try our boiled sweets, which are just pretty much cherry lifesavers without the hole in the middle. And we still also have our chewing gum, another bag of tea, another coffee, and kind of a few leftovers of everything else. Our matches that we didn't need.
Good.
Yeah, they're cherry hard candy, nothing special. So in the end, I'd rate this